we got married, we have our first kids rather quick, and we related to a lot of families that had certain, large, bigger families, and we started being involved in that type of circle. And I saw how other families could be happy. When you have a bigger family, you have a lot more characters in the place, and you see how they interact with each other, and that always attracted me.
I always dream of having a girl first. Like when she was 11, having a lot of children, she will be my helper. And I had 3 boys in a row. And then I had my first girl. So the 4 of them together, 3 years later, other 2 came. It was super easy. They will help me, each one of them carry one.
They also tend to go in pairs, like the 2 oldest one will play together and then the next 2 and such.
That was difficult because, the number. But easier in a way because you teach the first one and then he just showed the others how to do it. So we really figured out we work great as a team.
We have 6 kids. We have all type of kids, quiet kids, noisy kids and everything, but there was always something going on in the house. The house was cheerful and there was a lot of joy in all the places, the kids playing around, running around.
Every corner, something going on.
They love to make movies, so at least back then. So they will get a movie and they start acting up and running around the house. One chasing with the iPad, filming the movie scenes and a lot of activity. And then eventually it gets quieter and quieter. And now we're down to the last 2 kids, and they're in high school, so they have a lot of homework. And then they sit down and they're quiet, and then you're like, what happened? The whole thing is quiet. And you miss that activity. I'm more of a quiet person. There is a discipline needed, that will be my role. I am a firm believer that if you discipline the first, kids when they're young, they tend to behave much better. There's still issues, and usually a look at them, or maybe a raised voice takes care of it. Hardly ever, I don't remember ever passing more than, raising my voice a couple of times and then things get done. My kids are very well behaved, so there is really hardly a need to do that.
For us, it was very important to raise a Catholic family because we didn't grow like that at the beginning in our own families. First, I prayed for a husband before I married that I could tell my children, look up to your dad or be like your dad. And I think God answered my prayers. And we showed them from the beginning that we need to go to Sunday Mass.
Sunday Mass is very important. Like I mentioned before, we go on vacations or hunting trips, or it doesn't matter, we're in another country, we'll visit family. There is always a Catholic church close by, and you don't have to suspend church because you go on vacation. On the opposite, you still have to go. Even in the smallest town of Texas or in other countries or everywhere.
Every time I go to Mass especially, and I see the Eucharist there, I remember how lucky I am. Because not only was I blessed with a big family, but also loving family members. And I was born Catholic, which is insane because there are so many people who don't even know what Catholicism is. And that just every time I remember that, it's just amazing to think about that I was lucky enough to be born into this family.
Santa Maria, Madre de Dios, ruega por nosotros pecadores, ahora y en la hora de nuestra muerte.
You have heard the story of the moth and the flame. What a fool I'd be to play with fire again. You didn't want me when you had me, so why do you want me now?
Throughout my marriage, I have had a lot of different hobbies that my wife has always supported, and some of them are very time-consuming. So then I decided I wanted to do woodworking. So I even built a complete kitchen from scratch. I built bookshelves, tables, and then we decided to move into a ranch. So I became a farmer. I had cows, chickens, goats. Mostly me, but they have help. So we have a few projects throughout the years. And one year they were going to do Mother's Day gifts. So for all their godmothers, they build them a little cutting board thing in the shape of a fish. And my daughter one time wanted to give a gift to one of her friends, so she built a little, it's called a bandsaw box. You use a bandsaw to cut your wood in certain ways. It's one piece of wood that you carve with a bandsaw to get drawers on the whole thing. So she built that with my help. And so we've done a lot of projects together.
When we came to the U.S., I didn't know about life here, so I was afraid that they would lose their religion, they would lose their language, because I wanted to keep them to know Spanish. Little by little, I started learning about homeschooling, and that was a great joy, because they are bilingual, and of course they're Catholic, and teach them to read.
She's very protective of the kids. She will lay her life for any of them. For the same reason, she tries to provide a good, safe environment for them, both educational-wise, but also on a moral and religious level.
But the most important part of homeschooling, I think, was teach them to learn by themselves. They love to learn, all of them, or skills, and they're very good at it, to acquire knowledge. And I love that about homeschooling.
Growing up, we were always homeschooled, and my mother, she didn't have a very strict homeschool in that we had subject after subject and break after subject and subject. But what we did do is every moment was an opportunity to learn. And every experience that you have is an opportunity to explore and to develop your skills and your passion for always increasing your knowledge. And that is something that is just amazing for me, because my mom, when I was little, would always talk to me about neurons and how you could expand your knowledge and how you could learn more all of the time. And now I'm seeing that it's true, and the scientific advancements we've made have just proven that you can always learn more. And so I really want to instill in my own children this passion for learning at every step of the way, every moment of the day.